Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So in this video, we will talk about digital signature. And at the very first, let me clarify, we probably covered encryption. And encryption is the process of turning plain text into something gibberish, ciphertext, or text looking like garbage that nobody should be able to read. Digital signature is different. Digital signature does not deal with modifying text. Digital signature deals with making sure that the text modified, encrypted, or unencrypted is not modified in the journey through the network. So let's do a that is the first thing I would like to clarify. It is not encryption. So let's see this use case. Imagine that a finance director must electronically approve an important supplier payment instruction. The recipient must be able to verify two things. The approval came from the expected signer, like when you go to a bank, the bank teller verifies your signature, and the message was not changed after it was signed. So two things must be verified: the integrity of the authenticity of the signer and the authenticity of the integrity and authenticity of the message itself. So digital signature does not hide the message. It does not deal with encryption. You a lot of companies like HIPAA companies applied both encryption and digital signature. Some companies leave the encryption not applied, and then you can easily decode it using base 64, but digital signature is absolutely a must. So let's see, here is if I come down a little bit. So finance director holds the protected private key. We talked about the PKI public key infrastructure. In that, two different keys are used to operate. So PKI is used for both encryption and digital signature. Let's see how it is working. So this is the message: approved payment of 48,750 to Acme Supplies for invoice. This is this. And date is July 25. Finance director is the position and recipient is the processing system. Okay. And then let's see what happens next. What happens on the signer side? I mean, the finance director side. This is the message. The business message is the information the finance director is intended to approve, and then starts with the original message. Calculate the cryptographic digest. So using the original message is this, we use SHA-256, which is a hashing algorithm, and then we have message digest, which may look like this 9C7A, whatever, hexadecimal. The digest is a fixed length fingerprint of the message. It does not depend how large your message is. You will get a fixed length. Even a very small message change, say you change one letter of the message, will have a different digest. So let's see, this is second. So first you start with the original message. Second step, you apply a hash. Third step, sign the digest, not the entire message. So entire message is big, the digest is fixed, small, and so we don't sign the entire big message. We generate the SHA digest, then we sign the digest. So what we sign the digest with? The private key. The private key never travels with the message. So the signer uses his or her private key to sign the digest, not the entire message. So this is the message digest plus the private signing key of the signer. We get a digital signature, which looks like this. This is step number 3. Then send. So original message plus digital signature plus certificate. The certificate has the signer's public key. It is either already available to the recipient or it is sent along with the message. Doesn't matter. Fact of the matter is the recipient can obtain the certificate, okay, at the beginning of the process or during regular calls. And that this is number step 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or at the end of step 4, the receiver received the message. What happens on the recipient side? So the receiver receives the message. and he or she calculates the same SHA, newly calculated digest this, okay, and then verify the signature, then verify the signature using the public key. The digital signature is received, extracted from the message, and try to decrypt the digital signature using the public key. And it is possible because if the sender has used his or her private key and the receiver has the accurate public key, that is absolutely possible. So signature verification, compare. Now, this is what the digest represented by valid signature, digest calculated by the receiver, both match, then signature verification is successful. Okay, tempering information verification fails. So if someone present in the network, like man in the middle, modifies the amount, say a little bit, 48,000 to 99,000, then that thing is going to generate a new digest. It is never going to match with the original digest, original signature. Then the message signature is going to fail. Now, what we are taking care of, authenticity verification shows that the signer possesses the private key associated with the trusted public key. Authenticity is proven. Integrity, modification of the signed message causes signature verification to fail, and proof of key possession of valid signature demonstrate access to the private key without exposing the private key. Connection to TLS 1.3 during the TLS handshake during the HTTPS transport layer security, the web server signs the handshake transcript with the certificate verified message. The browser verifies the signature with the public key from the server certificate. This proves that the server possesses the certificate's matching private key and the signed handshake information was not modified. So that is where we would stop before I start in the next video. In this video, we did talk about what digital signatures are, how the process on the sender side looks like, how the process on the receiver side looks like, and together what they are trying to achieve. Thanks for listening. As I said, I have lots of interesting, in-depth knowledge sharing videos like this. Please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye.